Welcome to this no-frills fix for the Rockstar Games Launcher, more specifically the fail to connect to the Rockstar Games library service error.
Coming to a YouTube channel near you.
My name is Lou, your fellow gamer and tech nerd at The Real Hustler. Check out the chapters in the description below if you need to replay or skip to a specific part of the video, but if this is your first time through, I highly recommend not skipping any of it. You've started Rockstar Launcher and you're seeing the following error message displayed on the screen now. This could actually be a number of issues, but we'll go through that in a minute. First of all, let's close down this message while stopping the Rockstar Launcher. Next, you need to navigate to your My Documents, depending on whether that's in OneDrive or on your local computer, to locate the Rockstar Games Launcher folders. Then we need to check some error logs, because these error logs will actually tell us at what stage you're at, and actually understanding what stage you're at will help you better understand how to fix the issues you're currently experiencing. These log files will always retain the right order, thus launcher.log will always be the most recent file, while launcher.1, .2, etc. will be the preceding ones. We firstly need to identify the baseline error, which we can see on the first error. This one shows us the error that is not shown on the second error. Going back to the first error, we can see this appears to be a communication attempt that we can tell from the handshake attempt and timeout that were queued before they errored. This is where you need to identify whether you're stuck at the first or second error. The first fails to even get a response from its request, while the second one can be seen to be downloading information from the servers. The launcher will not initialize unless it has got a connection to the Rockstar Games library service, at which point your launcher will be started. On this point, we are just checking really local files and validating they're correct against the ones held by the server for the game we're trying to play. And anything we're missing, we effectively get. I won't go into too much detail here, but you effectively get the idea. But when we scroll down further, what we do see is a fail to start game error. Not the most enlightening error, but shows we're in the final stage of the launcher in comparison to our first error. But now let's look at what it looks like when it actually does it all the way and it goes through fully successfully past the launcher and then launching the full game itself. For the remainder of this video, I will refer to this one as stage 3, second error as stage 2, and first as stage 1. If you are stuck at stage 1, you need to do a full clean install. This is where this comes into play. You need to come to this website because you'll need to get this in order to be able to do a clean install. It's completely free, and once installed, it'll enable you to remove any program installed on your computer from its deepest part on your computer. In basic terms, when you will go to install stuff from add and remove programs, these programs will still stay on your computer, just hidden away in various different locations. This actually removes it from the most deepest part of your registry on your computer. Within the search box, type in the start of the game that you're looking to remove, or any other thing, but here we'll do it with Rockstar Games Launcher. Select the Rockstar Games Launcher, and then right click to bring up the menu. Click on uninstall and make sure that the checkbox is ticked for make a system restore point before uninstall is selected. Then select continue, and that will initiate the native installer. Mine was in Spanish because I was troubleshooting something else, but you can ignore this. Yours will be in whatever your local language is. Just go through this as normal and uninstall the launcher. This is where the magic of this tool reliably starts to begin. Make sure you selected moderate from the options available and then press scan. This tool means we no longer have to rely on just the uninstaller to remove all the files. This toolkit will effectively allow us to remove all the files associated with the computer program we want to remove. We select everything and then press next. I'm not doing that right now because if I do that, I uninstall it, and I've actually got a currently working game which I don't want to mess with too much. However, for this example, you would just keep pressing next, select all, delete, select all, delete until all the files above show removed. Then press next, and that will complete this and take you back to just the main screen, and thus remove everything from its most core elements in our registry. This is equivalent to a fresh Windows install. If you're stuck at stage 2, this is your next port of call. Coming to the Microsoft website, I'll put a link in the description below, and download the following tool, which you can get from this link on this page. Effectively, what this tool will allow you to do is to bypass the issue that is seen within the second error. If you want to know more, it's up to you to do your own research. Effectively, we're using it to open up some things that seem to be not working, but when this program runs, they seem to run. So that's effectively why we're getting this tool. As you can see, what I've done is here I've actually got the download, which is in the process monitor zip, containing 4 files, which includes the Procmon 64.exe, which is a 64-bit version, and just the Procmon.exe, which is the 32-bit version. All the rest of the files you can ignore. Just extract the version you require. I put mine on my desktop. Finally, let's go on to the fix. Open up Task Manager, and then make sure you close down any instances you might have open of the Rockstar Launcher. Exit Steam. Locate your Procmon exe and run as administrator. This can normally be minimized when you do actually have the program running. However, on the very first time that you actually load the program, it is highly recommended that you unselect these settings, which should prevent you from getting out of memory issues. Now we simply need to run Steam as an administrator. So go to where you've installed Steam and run as administrator. You will likely get a message at this point warning you that this can cause problems with Steam, and it's not recommended to run Steam as an administrator. If you wish to do this and apply this fix, this must be run as administrator, so my recommendation is to only run this maybe for doing this actual launcher and not for other things. But from my experience, I've only once or twice run into a couple of issues in this mode, so just be mindful that if you run into some issues with Steam, that you may need to just close Steam again and run normally. Then try initiating the game again. Time, it should work. Subscribe to the channel for more fixes coming soon, and any of my main content of live gaming streams, also available on most popular platforms shown on the screen now. If this fix has just saved your sanity, if it's just brought you back from the brink of uninstalling your favourite game forever, then as always, do me a solid and share this video with your fellow gamers experiencing the issue. Smash the like button and let the algorithm do its magic, and shove this video in front of the next poor crying soul in some lobby. Drop a comment below if this worked for you or not, and with anything you found that could help others. Let's build a community of happy gamers. But what if you're still having issues? Well, as always, I'm developing and testing new fixes and will add any new content as a recommended video at the end, while any additional info that's discovered after the video's publication will be pinned by us in the comments below. See you in game, my fellow gamers. May your next play be drama-free. Lu out.
Certified badass.